Hey there traders, Steve Miley here, the market chartist for FX Explain, and here we're going to take a look at the FTSE 100 future, the benchmark stock index for the UK, and a far more negative tone compared to some of the European stock indices here. If we go take a look at the DAX did get this bullish breakout late June, early July. Now it has rolled back lower in here, particularly over the past 24 hours, and does look negative going into today. So a negative bias here for the DAX, and actually sitting on this really important trend line support in here for the DAX. But the bigger picture, this breakout, this June-July push higher in here, saw a push above this like late June peak and got close back up to the early June high, and that kind of set us up intermediate term for a more bullish tone. Well, if we compare that to going back to the FTSE's been paralysed, just completely sideways, really between like 6,000 and 6,300 in here, right the way from the early to mid part of June in here. So completely sideways in here, caught within this like 300 point range, just up and down in here, and the market unable to really break out and sell a more bullish signal. When we did get the push higher, we failed below these peaks here, just above 6,300, back from 6,283 earlier this week, and then we've had a more significant setback in here over the past 24 hours, back from 61.72.5, 61.75 resistances now, and real threat now down to this low here at 59.86.5, and maybe even this critical swing low from mid-June at 59.30.5. So we've got this kind of broader range in here defining the peaks and troughs, 65.12.5, 59.30.5, and a breakout there would signal the next intermediate term viewpoint for us in here, and there's real risk down to this lower level. You can see as well we've broken out from this, we've got this channel in here, and the trend line from the channel, we've broken down through the trend line, and that trend line was important because it held, trend lines drawn off this low here and this low here, and then we held here at the 59.30.5 low, we held here at the 59.86, we held again here in early July, and the market now breaking down through that trend line support in here over the past 24 hours. So certainly a more negative tone and aiming down to these lower levels, 59.86.5 and critical 59.30.5. So a more negative theme, and not being driven by anything particular. The fact is that the breakouts we saw on the upside last week, so if we go and take a look, for example, at the S&P 500 in here, the S&P 500 breaking higher last week, and that's been driven by positive economic data, ignoring the COVID-19 data. Now we've had no new positive data, economic data really over the past week, just haven't had any data really, and so then the market now reverting back, looking at the COVID-19 data, and that's looking very negative for many of those southern US states, and for breakout in Australia, in Melbourne in here. So all of that looking very, very negative in here from the COVID-19 coronavirus extension of the first wave or second wave, however you want to look at it, and that now weighing on global stock indices of the past 24 hours, and particularly here on the FTSE looking particularly vulnerable amongst the major European and US equity and stock averages. So a negative theme going into the day, and should we break down through this 59.30.5 level, would actually set the FTSE up more negative going into and through mid-July. I'm going to wish you all a great trading day out there, guys. Have a great weekend too. Please do be safe out there, and I'll be back with another video and article for you guys next week. Take care.